Oh, I want to say my brain.
Piranhas, the crib sicker than Madonna's, getting more press than Elliot Gonzalez. Some niggas tell me I'm
Shalom, first and foremost. I would say, I am Lord Yehovah, Shema Kakubash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, GMS, who do rule and teach well. My brother, back out of here once again, running it live. Not a whole lot, I could really do about noise or whatever, but we'll just run these scriptures, run these topics. So, main thing I want to pop off on is, everyone's talking about LA, that took me off. Everyone's talking about Los Angeles and the fire going on. So I mainly want to get into how, everyone's bugging out about that, but, very soon America's going to be up in flames in a big way, man. This country's going to get nuked, and there's going to be no one here to protect them or to stop it. So, I prepared, a bunch of scriptures, precepts, things in their life to go into that fact, Always, in the same spot, same location. I don't think there's any security in here, to be honest. I could probably just scoot my behind on down because I don't think there's any security in here. Not that they really give a fuck regardless, so I'll just sit right here. This is perfect. So it's about time I buy a new apocrypha as well, because this one has obvious wear and tear on it. So treat your scriptures like you treat a phone. If you had a phone that was broken up and the screen's all cracked, would you not get a new one? So get a new scriptures. I wouldn't throw it out though. I feel like my conscience would convict me. But this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face as such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Right? Who is the one that has afflicted us and made no account of our labors, man? The Edomites. They're the ones that enslaved us. They brought us this land. We were sold, right, from the west coast of Africa, brought on down here, which was a realization, a prophecy that would be taken from our lands, and that we wouldn't see our lands again, right? Our land being the true land, the nation of Israel, right? Until the Lord Himself bring us to our land, right? Pertaining to Isaiah the 14th chapter, right? We're standing in great boldness right now, by teaching this word, man. With the elements and the cold, when it's hot, when it's raining, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed at the straightness of the salvation so far beyond all that they hoped, all that they looked for, right? And that strange salvation is going to be by the UFOs, which is a chariot to the Most High. As I said with this article, which is all these different articles I'm about to get, man, and all these different scriptures, I'm pretty much going to get into how America is going to be destroyed by fire. So, I have a series of different precepts. I'm try to get that one. I'm going to get into the second entrance, the 9th chapter. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9. I'll start from the top. Second Ezra chapter 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the times past, part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou then shalt thou understand that it is the same, this very same time, when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? So, you know, measure our time diligently. We measure the time through the scriptures. You know, we can't measure the time through science or, college or whatever. The only way you're measuring the time is with the scriptures. How do we know we're close to the end of this man's system, man? It's through these precepts. We're going through these precepts day in, day out. And we prophesy, man. We go into, hey, man, that we go into the Joels, saying, hey, Joel 3, say, hey, look, all these nations coming together. All attention, all eyes are in the Middle East for a reason. And that's going to be the place where World War III is going to take place. We go into Matthew and things like that. Matthew 10, Yahushua, he's come to set the man of Aaron to his household, man's enemies shall be day in his own house. This is the context of the times that we're living in, Matthew 24, all these different things. Right? Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the beginning, that before thee, even from the beginning. And for like as all that is made in the world at the beginning and the end is manifest. Right? So right now we're seeing the end of the system, the end of this government, the end of society, right, being manifest. Right? The end of Babylon the Great, also called America. It's being manifested. An entire city is being burnt up before our very eyes, man. And that's according to prophecy. If you think that that's crazy, right, you're going to see much more burning take place. When those missiles come down, man, in 2/3, you're going to see a fire on a much larger and greater scale than you could ever imagine. Right? Verse 6, even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Right? So this is just an ending, right? As the ending is being manifested, right? The Most High is showing his works, through things manifested on earth. Fires that we're seeing now, there's having to do with looting and all kinds of things in Los Angeles. We all know about Los Angeles. It's a very wicked city, man. Wicked, area, man. Verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I sanctified them for me from the beginning. Right now we know it's a people before it's a place, according to Maccabees. Right? The Lord made the land for the people's sake, not the people for the land's sake. We're here, the land is made for us, not we're not made for the land, in other words. So that was pretty much that one. I think I probably put my notes in my pocket. If I can't find it, I'll just go off the top. I really can't. Maybe just maybe if I really sat there and lost it. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I really did lose it. There we go. This is what I don't want to use, because this has and I was on the train home writing down everything I want to get into. As other brothers have been getting to, we're moving into times of second interest. Jacob's troubled soul. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 16. That's verse 15. The fire is kindled and shall now be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Right? So these arrows are talking about ICBM. And they're shot out. You know? No one's going to be able to stop them. Right? And the main destruction is going to come here in America. And other places are going to get hit during World War III, but the main target is going to be here in America. Right? Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Right? So when these missiles shoot out, man, these ICBMs come out, you know, there's going to be no way to stop them. No missile defense, no sort of computer hacking. Nothing's going to be able to change that trajectory because the Most High is going to put His Spirit upon those missiles to hit where they have to hit. Right? You know, they can hit America, you know, wherever else they gotta go. They can, another place they can hit. Right? Verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. Right? Because Ezra knew that he would be alive during those times. He just didn't understand where he would be. He didn't know, you know, how he would look per se. He didn't know, like, you know, maybe he would be from a different tribe this go around. He didn't know all that, you know. I mean, hell, you wouldn't even know if he would make it or not, you know? That's what he asked about that. He asked, you know, can you tell me if I'm going to make it? Am I going to be one of these ones that are going to survive and make it to the end? You know, and Archangel Uriel told Ezra that, no, like, I cannot tell you about your life. I'm just here to tell you about these prophecies that are going to come in general, you know? Anything concerning you, I can't tell you that. It wasn't given to the Archangel Uriel to break that down to him. You know? Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, being a famine and great death, the beginning of wars, the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? Hey, you know, there's only one thing you can do, man. You know, truth and bosom and knowledge shall be stability at all times. Right? So, you know, when things go down, man, you gotta turn to the Heavenly Father. You know, you can't turn upon anyone else. You know, no one else is going to save you. Right? Verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Right? But for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right? So these fires in Los Angeles is just another one of these scourges. Another example of the Lord's judgment. You know, and the people aren't going to change. Our government, the way it runs, is going to change. They're not going to start, you know, magically, you know, taking on the laws of the scriptures, you know, judging people for adultery, you know, idolatry being, you know, judged. Because you have Satanists and people all over the place. You know, they have rallies and conventions and all kinds of shit, and the government does nothing. Why? Because they're, you know, they're one and the same. They all practice the same shit, you know. And you know, this false Christian church, man, teach accept everyone, come as you are, spirit, you know, and you can just do whatever, you know. It's wicked, right? So. Book of Revelation, chapter 12. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, which is us, Both inhabitants of the earth and the sea, the bellows come down upon you, having great wrath, because you know that we have for a short time. Alright, so that's why this man is moving so quick with instituting his new world order. Right, the year of Los Angeles, there was, some paperwork, to create, a smart city, make Los Angeles a smart city, man. All part of that agenda. You have a 2020 agenda. That this place will even last that long. Well, willing it don't, man. Because living here don't make it any easier. It don't get any easier. Eggs. Price of eggs is through the fucking roof. I don't even eat eggs anymore. I think I know my parents brought home some liquid egg whites. I drink like a little bit of it, put on it. Well, I didn't drink it raw, it's disgusting, but I cooked it. It tasted horrible, But now we're just gonna get into different prophecies and scriptures, because everyone is bugging out about the fire. It's, oh my God, look at that! Isn't that terrible? But hey, America is gonna go out in a much worse manner than what you saw in Los Angeles. I'm talking about that fire is gonna be, we'll be in let's low end on that number. Those will be in space. In a chariot looking above, watching all that. That's how large the fire is going to be. You're going to be able to see it from outer space. The burning of this place, America, man, for its great wickedness. Right? So I'm really just going to jump around Isaiah. Let's start from the top. Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah son of Amos to see. Lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble. Right? And the banner is the scriptures, right? This is what we lift, right? But they have banners of wars back then, right? The high mountain, is America, man. That's that high governing. Like you have a summit, that means a meeting at the top of the mountains. Top of the mountain, the summit. The summit is where the tops of the government meets up. Because these elites, they know that the mountain represents a governing body. Right? Shake the hand pretty much means just to rebuke, we can skip on down a little bit after that. This book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Absolutely, right? The day of the Lord is going to come as a destruction from the Almighty. Right? This land is going to be destroyed like the way of the Most High, the Yahushua, through the chariots, through his angels, man. And that's how this place is going to go out in his ICBMs, right? And nothing's going to be able to stop it. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. So everyone's gonna be very deathly afraid when they see these missiles start to come down and hit this place. When they see the sky, and the sun and the moon blotted out by just a sheer amount of missiles, man. Right? Verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be a pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Exactly. Everyone's going to be afraid, man. Very, very afraid when they see these missiles start to come down and hit this place. They're not going to be looking at the missiles like, oh, look at that, They're gonna be very deathly afraid when they see the destruction and their doom come upon them. Verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. Right, talk about America. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Right? So, right, just talking about America, right? Because Babylon was never made, desolate and waste forever. Babylon, roughly, ancient Babylon, roughly, is in Iraq, right, modern day Iraq, around the Tigris and Euphrates, That land is still around. People still live there. But America is going to be a land where no one's going to dwell in. Right? And it makes sense too. America's kind of, you know, I mean, you have Canada to the north. There's just this one, you know, area. You know, once this thing's destroyed, no one's going to be able to travel and traverse this area. You know, it's also called Arsareth, according to the scriptures, which means land another in Hebrew, or another land. Right? A place where the northern kingdom went to. Right? For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give the light. The sun shall be darkened as it's going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Right? Because it'll be blocked by these missiles. Right? And I'll punish the world for the evil and the wicked for the iniquity, and I'll cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Right? So, you know, this world's going to be punished, man. And the main place this punishment is going to go out to is going to be America, a very haughty, evil, and wicked place, man. You know? I'll make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the gold and white shall go for. Which that's going to happen before the missiles come, during Jacob's trouble. You know, a man of the truth is going to be very, very valuable to women. Right now, you know, we're looked down upon, but when these things start to pop off, you know, women are going to start looking for answers, man. You Jake women. Therefore, I will shake the heavens and cause the earth, and the earth shall move out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Right? So yeah, this is gonna happen. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, Revelation 5, 6. Right, this book of Revelation, the 6 and 12, and behold, when he opened the sixth seal, lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Right, signs of the sky, and the stars of heaven fell upon earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Right, you know, like a fig tree, you know, when it looses those figs, man. Or, you know, I don't really see fig trees, but I mean, you know, if you ever been in nature or whatever, you ever been camping or whatever, you know, you see like a tree with berries, and you see some wind hit the tree, you know, the berry kind of falls down, the arcing motion. You know, these ICBMs, you know, with their computer guidance and everything, with the MIRVs, multiple independent reentry vehicles, right? They all travel in an arc. You know, they go high up from the silo, you know, or from water. You know, and then you also have some missiles, which are not really ICBMs, nuclear missiles or whatever, can be dropped from the sky. So really, they call it the nuclear triad: air, land, and water. I forgot about that, submarines as well. They fall in the ark. Revelation 6 and 14, heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Right, so when this hit this place, man, you know, it's going to shake the earth to and fro, man. You know, buildings are going to collapse. You know, all kinds of stuff is going to go down, man. But everyone that's going to be here in this land is going to be destroyed. You know, there'll be nothing left. You know, the lake of fire. Right? Verse 14, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, right? And every mountain and island moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountain, and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the face of the Lamb. Right, the one that sits on the throne is the heavenly Father Yahweh, and the Lamb is Yahushua. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Right, no one's going to be able to stand. Right, it's going to be a day of great burning, man, a day of great death. You know, these elites are going to be running, you know, trying to escape, and they're not going to be able to escape. They're going to meet their end here. Anyone who's here in America, make their bunker here in America will be their grave, but they escape and flee to other nations and make their bunkers there. You know, they'll be grabbed from there. You know? book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh the waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, so with the buyer, so with the seller, so as with the lender, so with the borrower, as the taker usually, so with the giver usually to him. The land shall be utterly spoiled, should be utterly empty, utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken his word. Right? So this land here in America is going to be utterly destroyed, man. Utterly empty. You know? No one's going to be able to dwell here. Right? The earth moaneth and feareth away, the world languisheth and feareth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. Right? And the earth mourns, you know, through, you know, the works, man, the wickedness, right? Even the earth itself mourns, man. You know, all the wickedness that goes on in this place, because the earth is a living thing, right? The earth also is the father of the habits thereof, because it transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenants, right? And that's what these, you know, so-called white people do, man. What they have done, they've broken the ordinance, you know. They change the everlasting covenant, you know. They turn our people to wickedness. Looking at us, right? Therefore, after curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate, before the habits of the earth are burned, and few men are left. Right? And that burning is going to come by way of these ICBMs and these chariots, man. You know, this place is gonna be rocked to and fro and utterly destroyed, man, for the great wickedness that is going on in this land. You know, and the thing that we're looking for, the big thing that's gonna really, the next big process we're looking forward to, you know, it's just gonna be another in a pile of evil deeds. This place is done. It'll be a completion of prophecy. Is the MOTP, man. And that's gonna be nothing but pure wickedness, forcing people to take that thing, right? Next, I'll skip down here, right? Isaiah 24, right? Yeah. 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. There shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be moved like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Right? The whole earth is going to be destroyed, but you know, when these missiles hit it, you know, the earth is going to be moved to and fro. It's going to shake. You know, I remember I was at camp one time. Brothers were going into how with different polarities and different, you know, I guess electrical currents or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but like time is going to slow down after that. And the earth is going to be truly refreshed when these missiles hit this place. You know, and things are going to go back to the way they're supposed to go. Right? So I think I'm going to get ready to close it out here. You know, just get one more real quick, and then we can let that be that. Revelation chapter 21. Right. Revelation 21. Yeah, I should be here, verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I'll be his power, and he shall be my son. Right? And this is what we want. We are made the children of the Most High. You know, through, you know, what was it? If we suffer with him, we shall be joint heirs of his promise, talking about Yahushua. You know, and if we suffer in his work, you know, we shall be the children of the Most High. Which we were always the children of the Most High, going all the way back to the Garden of Eden with Adam. Right? Revelation chapter 21 and 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers, and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death, right? Which is going to be here in America, man. The main destruction, right? All this is referring to America, man. The lake of fire is going to be here in America, man. This place is going to be burnt up in this ACBM city. So, I went into everything I pretty much want to go into, just basic camp, get into a bunch of different topics, talk about the news, about that, right? And then all praises honor go to y'all, Bakshim Shai, Lord willing, brothers are edified. Until next one, I say Shalom, I double honor to the apostles being most on once again, and I say Shalom. Bible Ball.